Hello everyone, my name is Tom MacLean, and today I'm going to talk to you about the final scene of the movie Pulp Fiction, directed by Quentin Tarantino, released in 1994, and has such actors as John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson, Uma Thurman, and Bruce Willis. The movie, portrayed in a non-chronological timeline, takes place in a gritty Los Angeles, California, and follows such themes as loyalty, betrayal, trust, and love. In the scene that I will be critiquing, we have the character Jules, played by Samuel L. Jackson, who is in the middle of a very serious, potentially deadly conversation with a stick-up man trying to steal his possessions. However, before we dive too deeply into the relevance of that scene, or into the deliverance of Jackson's monologue, I will first describe why this scene and why this movie is important. Pulp Fiction has always been one of my all-time favorite films. Growing up, I was told time and time again that I was either too young or the movie too inappropriate for me to view. However, after I finally got my hands on a copy, I soaked it all in, loved every minute of it. I especially find its final scene with Jackson's closing words as one of its best and most relatable moments. But to properly understand the significance of this scene, we must understand how Jackson's character, Jules, wound up in this situation. So I'll briefly describe his character's turn of events throughout the film. After him and his partner Vincent, played by John Travolta, through intimidation and murder, reclaim the property belonging to their mob boss, they miraculously escape and survive from being directly shot at, as well as having to quickly and discreetly dispose of a dead body with no head. Jules, whose character strikes me as someone who does not scare easily, begins to weigh the significance of what he has been through and seen in the last day, and begins to decide that he would rather walk the earth listening for the words of God instead of trying to enforce pain and bring misery into people's lives. However, before he has a chance to wipe his hands clean and walk away from his life of crime, Jules and Vincent are held up and nearly robbed inside a coffee shop as they get breakfast. Jules, unwilling to let an unseasoned amateur steal his belongings, confronts the thief by sticking a gun in his face and making the thief listen to Jules's newfound perspective of life. What I feel Jackson does best when delivering his final speech is his cold, calm, and calculated mentality in which he delivers his words. His constant eye contact and unwavering handling of his pistol makes it seem he is directly talking to you, the viewer, and not just another actor on screen. He recites his Bible passage with relative ease, making his memorization more believable, and enhances its meaning through impact through providing various interpretations of what Jules' character believes it to mean. His emphasis on admitting that he is actually the evil that exists in the world, and then the manner in which he unloads the gun and places it on the table, shows a new sense of mercy and sympathy we have not seen in his character before, and Jackson does a great job at bringing this emotion across to the viewer. Thinking of what Samuel L. Jackson can do to improve is a bit difficult. The scene itself is quite simple, with the main focus being on Jules speaking to the thief, and it is through this simplicity that Jackson is really able to truly shine and deliver such a meaningful speech. However, he could perhaps use more bodily gestures to better express his views, or provide more examples of how the recited Bible passage relates to his own life. Overall, he still does a tremendous job and is the primary reason why I think this scene is so great. In closing, I find this final scene to be one of the best of all of Pulp Fiction has to offer. It's thought-provoking, and it makes a great end to an interesting movie. And it is one of the reasons why I come back to the film time and time again, and I hope you do too. Thank you.